Alright, time to make another cooking video. It's brisket time again. This time I'm going to do it on my Traeger. And this is the whole brisket. This is the point, and this is the flat. As you can see, the flat is really just flat, and the point looks like a friggin' point. But I gotta cut this open, rinse her off, trim some of this hard fat off here. And on this side right here, around here, but I'm going to trim all that up. And for brisket, all you really need is salt and pepper, or you can use seasoning salt, but we'll see. I'm probably going to do a little of all of them, some salt, pepper, and seasoning salt. So yeah, I'll come back and show you when I'm all trimmed up and rubbed up and ready to go. Alright, so I got her all trimmed up. I seasoned it with salt, pepper, and some seasoning salt. I wrapped it up in the cellophane wrap. I'm going to throw it in the fridge for maybe, I don't know, I'd say 11 hours, 12 hours. You can do it overnight if you want, 24 hours. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to let all that seasoning just soak right into the meat. And yeah, I'll probably be back at like 5 in the morning. Throw it on at 5 in the morning, go to sleep for a bit, wake up and check on it. And yeah, so we'll be back around 5 a.m. and I'll be firing up a smoker. I'll see you then. Alright, so we're back. It's been just over 12 hours that I applied the rub to this. So I just pulled it out of the fridge now. I warmed my grill up and I actually used these grill wipe things. They actually worked really well. You can see, grill's pretty spotless. So, pretty good. Happy with that. So I'm gonna unfoil this or unwrap it and throw it on. And I'll let it go for at least 4 hours before looking at it. And we'll be back in 4 hours. Alright, so in my hopper here, just so you guys know, I got a mix of pecan pellets and applewood. So I'm just going to fill that up. And let her go. Like I said, I just threw it on right now. She's on, let her cook. 4 hours, we'll be back. Alright, another little tip here. If you're going to smoke meat, you're going to want to do it around, well, they call it low and slow for a reason. Low as in temperature has to be low. For me, I've done ribs at like 190, and the max for smoking meat would be at 250. Anything beyond that, you're basically baking it. You might as well just throw it in the oven. I see some guys on here crank it up to like 270, 300, and then they cut the meat open in the end and be like, oh, there's not much of a smoke ring. There's no smoke ring because you didn't smoke it. You baked it right from the start. The whole point in this is you got to do it low and slow, and they want to crank the heat up and get it done in 4 hours. I don't crank my heat up until after 4 hours, after the meat's smoking, because it takes around 4 hours. Anything after 4 hours, you already smoked your meat. You don't want to over smoke it. So that's what I do. I've been doing it for, I don't know, since like 2008 now. And that's just, it's worked for me that way. And you'll see a nice smoke ring at the end of this. So if you want that nice smoke ring and that smoky flavor, you got to do it low and slow. And that's just how it goes with these things. You can't rush it, or you're either going to make your meat tough, or it's going to basically taste like you did it in the oven and not on the barbecue or the grill. So just letting you guys know. That's a little info tip there for you. Anyways, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, we're back. It has been pretty much 4 hours now. Yeah, because I put it on just before 7 in the morning. Still in the smoke setting, as you can see. Still smoking a little bit. We'll see how she looks. Oh yeah, looking good. Alright, so time to get it off the smoke setting. Crank it up to
I'll say around 240. Close her down. I'm going to put in this meat probe. It actually came with the pellet pro here, so I just gotta plug it in and then jam it in the meat. And I think I can set the internal temp so the alarm, I think there's an alarm on it. I will see anyways, doesn't matter. It's gonna go for another at least, I'm saying 6 hours at least. So plus I got just the thermopen, so I'm gonna come back and check it like probably in like 2 or 3 hours. Gonna take a nap and then come back to it. Alright, so I'm gonna install this and we'll be back in a bit. Check on it in a few hours later. Alright, so it's been 2 more hours. Oh yeah, looking good. Still gotta go though. Come back in 2 more hours and we'll check on it. Alright, so another 2 hours have gone by. It's looking pretty good. So just keep letting her cook. Almost there. Alright, so the brisket reached the internal temp of 190. So now I'm going to pull her off and foil her up for about 45 minutes to another hour, and then we'll cut into it. We'll see you then. Alright, brisket is done. As you can see, smoke ring. That's with the low and slow. That's what you get. Smoke ring there. And it is just all kinds of juicy, as you can see. Perfect every time. Just gotta watch your temp. Pull it off at 190. Foil it up for about 45 minutes to an hour. Unfoil it and cut it up. You're good to go. That's it. Beef brisket on the Traeger. Thanks for watching.